Yes, we are back and we are coming off a victory. And yes, it feels sweet as we were just talking to our guest today. A short week, Thursday night football, Cleveland Browns continuing that AFC North saga. This is when the games count. You can throw the records out of the window. As always, I am Jay York Football. This is the Sick Podcast, Steeler Crazy. Alongside me, as always, is Mic'd Up Sports One, looking like you just got off the set of the Greasers, but I really like it.
Man, there's not even product in this today. This is all natural.
Dang, man.
I have a
My hair's
haircut.
a little bit crazy too. I'm coming straight from the gym, so but yeah, we got our players segment tonight. Very special guest, needs no introduction. But before we do, why don't you talk about our great partners over at DraftKings, Mike?
Yeah, this is important. The Emirates NBA Cup is here, and you can win big by getting in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook. They're an official sports betting partner of the NFL. This is a really, really cool tournament. Definitely has drawn me in a little in-season. It's something to play for. That's the best way to put it. 30 teams split into 6 groups every Tuesday, Friday, playing for the right to advance in this Emirates Cup NBA tournament, culminating in the NBA Cup Championship in Vegas. If your first time ever betting on DraftKings, here's something special for you. New customers, you bet just $5, you get $200 in bonus bet. About my hair now. You all messed it up, didn't you? Use our code 6sports, okay? Our promo code 6sports. You bet just $5, $200 in bonus bets. It's absolutely incredible. Only on DraftKings, guys. The crown is yours, Jordan.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball.
And there you have it. So I think we're going to skip the intro and just get straight to our guest. What do you say, Mike?
Right.
What's up, guys?
DeShon Elliott in
Yeah.
the building. What's cracking, man?
Yes,
How are you feeling?
I'm good, bro. Yesterday we had Victory Monday. Today we had, meetings and a very intense walkthrough. So we prepare for this short week. Got Cleveland on Thursday, second divisional game. So, you don't make any excuses for anything. The back-to-back suck. But guess what? Put us in the parking lot. We'll play ball.
Wow, that's like a Tomlinism I've ever heard
You
already.
came in hot tonight.
Nice. That is heat right there. I love that. We had Jalen Warren on last year. We had Wormley the year before. These guys weren't afraid to tell us how much they hated these 4-day rest weeks. This is kind of on your bodies, the position you play, the sport you play, the physicality. For the NFL, I'm not going to get you in trouble, but for the NFL to have this 3-day break.
If y'all don't know by now, I don't really care about anything like that when it comes to getting me in. But, bro, it's crazy because this is later on we have a period of 3 games in 10 days. This time we have 3 games in 17 days. For them to preach player safety, there's not much player safety going on. But, hey, we got to play the game regardless. We can't make an excuse. But it does suck on our bodies. Like, obviously, usually after a game, you don't feel ready to play again until, maybe that Friday. Sometimes even that Saturday. So that back-to-back is going to be something else. But, we talked about it, whoever wants to win the most is going to be the one who get it. Whoever wants it more. It's not just going to be about X's and O's or schemes. It's about who wants to go out there and really give the physicality, the effort that's deserving of winning this game. So I think that will come with it. It's just another one of those weeks.
Talk about wanting it more. Let's rewind to 2 days ago. Ravens, former team, of course PQ's former team. You felt that AFC North rivalry for not the first time, because obviously you were on the other side of that for a little while.
Yeah.
Be honest. Did this game mean a little bit more to you? Patrick said no, it didn't. Did it mean a little bit more? Or are you kind of too far removed for the Ravens, given that obviously you weren't there last year anyway?
I would say, even for PQ, I think what he said was genuine. I think that it was more of like we were so focused on needing to win this game for the division rather than who we were playing, technically, you know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, it's the Ravens. We know that they're one of the best teams in the NFL and also the number one ranked offense. So our focus is more on how do we stop the number one ranked Lamar Jackson offense, right? When it came to like titles of, oh, it's the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, because every Sunday we're going to go out there, we're going to try to hit somebody in the face and try to like dominate them. And, you know, over time, I've seen the numbers. We have had the number, but anything happened any given Sunday. But we went out there, and our first mindset was win this game. Now, afterwards, we were like, you know what? You know, F those guys.
Yeah.
It was cool, though. The experience was different. Like, the stadium was rocking. Most games I go into games with a lot more excitement. I don't know. Like, I was just so, like, even keel, level-headed last game. It was cool, but I think I needed a little bit more of that edge. I don't know why I didn't have my edge per usual. Maybe my breakfast was different. I don't know.
Wait, you didn't feel the same edge, you're saying?
Like me personally.
Yeah.
Me personally. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I felt like I was locked in, but I didn't have that. Usually I'm like, like a lot of anger. I didn't have any anger on Sunday. I don't know why, but maybe I didn't need that anger to pick up.
Remember what you had for breakfast?
I don't think. Oh, I didn't have my smoothie. Like, I had my eggs, but I didn't have my smoothie. Probably what it was.
Always a smoothie.
But, you know, guys, we're like very superstitious. Or like we're creatures of habit. So
Yeah.
Well, you play great, so I don't know how much the smoothie impacts.
Thank you.
Heads or no heads, I don't think anybody would have noticed unless you said it. But on the other side of this Lamar Jackson thing now, the Steelers have played impeccable football with Lamar Jackson. I don't know how familiar you are with it at this point. Obviously, you've been on the other side once more. Are you able now that you're on the other side to have a better feel as to why? Is there an answer for it? Is it schematics? Is it Mike Tomlin? Why have the Steelers been so damn good against this guy?
I think I know why, but I'm not going to say why because we play them again later this year. Now, after that, after the season, if we end up doing an end-of-season review situation, you know, then I can tell you why. I definitely have a good idea why, but I can't give that one out. You know, I think I am a very loose-lipped person when it comes to speaking, but that one I got to keep that close to the chest. But I do know that.
It's coaching. I mean, right? I mean, it's vague.
Yeah, coaching. It's coaching. At the end of the day, it is coaching. You know, players play, and the NFL will always be a player's game. But I think Mike T definitely instills things into us that no other coach can. No matter who he has playing for him, I think he always has guys that he can have them get up for games that matter. And his preparation, the way he prepares for himself, you know, everything starts from the top down. So the way he carries himself, the way he prepares, I think that starts there and just trickles down to us. So, you know, he has us prepared every week.
Good stuff. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so let's talk about that game on Thursday. How do you guys avoid a letdown game against the Browns? A lot of people say it was a trap game. As a player, do you really even take much account into that when they say a trap game? It might be a team that you're looking for that has a lesser record than you, obviously, but still, it's AFC North football and it's the NFL.
Well, I want to say last year we didn't play well against the Browns, neither game. So I think that should give guys the motivation to go out there and get done what we need to get done, what we need to get done, no matter what the situation is, no matter the circumstance of it being a short week. So the trap game situation is usually just fans talk, and fans do a lot of talking. So I'm just let them do their thing. But I do know we're taking this game extremely serious as we take every week. But definitely added something because it is AFC North ball. It's 2-0 within the division. That'll put us into as well, and that much closer to first round bye. So we're just trying to win as many games as we can and hopefully get a chance to get that first round bye.
Do you think that's crazy that you guys are this far into the season? This is only your second divisional game.
Yeah, it's crazy. It kind of feels like the NFL did this on purpose. That's what it feels like. Because I mean, schedule was front loaded with all the not easy teams. No teams easy, but we ended up 6-2 at the break, so that was great. But this back half is the hardest last 8 or 9 games in the NFL, and not only that, but also the placement of each game. Like, are y'all trying to set us up for failure? Guess what? You can try it, but we're going to come out on top anyways because we know how to handle adversity. That's a good way to look at it. See it right way.
So Myles Garett and TJ Watt have this interesting little rivalry. Obviously, I think I know what your answer is going to be, but who do you think is better?
Will you answer that one?
Myles Garett or TJ Watt?
What kind of? The thing is, I don't get the debate. I get it. Yes, that man over there.
That's why I asked it.
Generational player, right? Great player. But if you want to go all around best player, it's TJ Watt. He does everything: force fumbles, interceptions, sack the quarterback, stop the run. Like, there's nothing he can't do. And me being here, not just the games that I played in, but also the games I've watched previously when it comes to watching the tape on other games that he's played. I'm like, bro, how can someone that plays outside linebacker do things that a DB or linebacker can do? So I would say definitely TJ. Obviously, I'm not even trying to be biased. It's just like strictly football. Strictly football is TJ. And also the clutch gene. Not everyone has the clutch gene. That guy has the clutch gene. When you need a play, 90's going to make that play.
I love that.
Great. Like, if he doesn't get defensive player of the year, I will be shocked. I mean, obviously he didn't get it last year, so that's kind of shocking too. But he deserves the recognition for his play, and hopefully he gets that recognition eventually.
We'll have to send this clip over to PFF.
I'm always curious about that. They're always like players are voting for this. Are you voting on the
vote? I've never voted on that. The only thing we vote on is the top 100, and we don't do the top 100. It's like you have a slot of 20, and you just put 20 players on there, and I guess maybe they somehow tally that out to figure out who the top 100 players. I don't know how that works, but every year we do they come around the locker room and hand you a piece of paper and put down the top 20 players, and usually everyone has generally the same players unless it's just a player who just stood out so crazy that year. So
kind of like a button. Let me see,
exactly. You're like, oh, you're putting your teammate too, but I'll put him too. Type of thing. So, but there's certain guys who just he has to be top 5. He's the best player in the league.
Before I throw it back over to Mike, this game is supposed to be cold and rainy. As a defender, do you like that weather? I always, kind of think defensive side of the ball, you want the, field positions, rain and snow and, precipitation, wind. Does that help you, or is it just more of, you have a preference, I guess?
I mean, obviously we want to play weird weathers, but I think that the downfall of having the weather issue would be the traction. But I would say we like it because opportunity to get to
more fumble.
We're a team that ball out, but we ball search a lot, so more opportunities for that. And I think I haven't had a turnover in a while. I need a turnover very bad. So hopefully this is this game.
There you go. You're manifesting it right now on Sick Podcast. Steeler Crazy.
Yeah, manifest that thing right now and watch. When it happens. Thing is, I would say a lot of the things we talked about in the past, I haven't been wrong. So if that could be one of those things, I'll be very happy.
I think you called out Mike on the second episode that we did with you about his pick. So you've been manifesting a lot.
I said they're going to lose the Broncos. They beat the Broncos, but the Broncos end up being not bad.
Yeah,
so,
they're not bad. Are they 6-3? They're a 6-3 team.
They're in the playoff hunt, right? They'd be in the playoff. Yeah. So you got impressive wins: the Chargers, the Broncos, the Ravens, the Commanders. We didn't even get to talk Commanders. Man, that was a crazy game.
Great game.
Yeah, like that was I saw your reaction on the sideline at the end of the game. Like, was that one of the craziest games you've been in, honestly?
Yeah, for sure. Yes. Like, even down to the last session, because, like, I wasn't in on that third down play, so, like, I'm, like, right there at the first down marker. And when he catches the ball, I'm like, what is going on? But then I see, like, he's a little bit in front of it. I'm like, did we just win this game? Or did we just win this game? And then our offense goes out there, and I'm like, no, we don't get the first down. But then Mike T does the whole, like, silent count thing. Bro, when I tell you that feeling of emotion was euphoric. I want to say, like, a couple possessions before in that same game, I was talking to Minka on the sideline when the offense was out there. Oh, the Mike Williams touchdown. Right before that play, I'm like, Minka, if we score on this drive, bro, I just have a feeling, bro. We win this game, we're going to Super Bowl. I just have a feeling. And then after we won the game, I turned to Minka. I looked at him. I was like, tried to tell you, bro. Just watch. Just wait it out. We're going to Super Bowl. I feel it. I've never been to Super Bowl, but
the water, kind of, isn't there? Like, is there that vibe?
The water.
Guys are like, all right, this is,
and also I feel like my level of discernment, like, just like, I think I manifest things a lot, so this manifestation is going to work.
All right, let's talk Browns a little bit more. Mr. Chubb, as Tomlin keeps referring him to. You've had to tackle this guy a bunch, I would imagine, over your career.
Yeah.
That can be easy or fun.
Bro, he's like, I've told people this before, like, he's one of the few people, he might be the only person, where I've hit them hard, it didn't go backwards. So you got to really, like, bring your lunch pail when you tackle that guy. I mean, he's a special talent. He's a one-cut guy. Same speed, like the adversity he was able to overcome after that knee injury. Like, man, I applaud it. But, we got to go out there on Thursday and do what we got to do, play Steeler football, and shut down Mr. Chubb, or what they say, Chubba. That's what people say. That's what. But yeah, I gotta go out there and stop them. They're explosive offense when you give them the opportunity to be. So we gotta go out there and play sound, efficient football, and we'll come out of that thing with a dub. Man, this game is huge. I mean, obviously every game is huge from here on out, but
could be 2-0,
and big thing, because the Bills are starting to get their thing together too. So we got to make sure we get all these wins, all the meaningful wins that we need. These are battle-tested wins. This will let us know who and what team we will be when it comes to playoff time. So,
you guys control your own destiny. I don't know if you knew that, but if you went out, essentially, you are the 1 seed because you get the Chiefs, obviously, and hopefully we get to chat with you again before that. But I mean, you play them on Christmas. Have you ever played on Christmas? Is that going to ruin your Christmas? You hopefully you didn't make any plans.
Last year, did I play? No, I played on Thanksgiving. I played, I think, on Christmas Eve. Wait, did I play on Christmas? I think I played the Cowboys last year around Christmas time, either the 23rd or the 25th on Christmas, whatever the day that was. But, I mean, my family doesn't really travel to come see me. So I've been spending Christmas by myself for a while. Thanksgiving usually by myself as well, too. So it's just me and my dogs, man. I'm probably going to get them some presents. I went.
Hey, why? You got to have fun with the family, some turkey and some
yeah,
stuff.
we'll come around.
Tomlin will throw something.
Get some cornbread stuffing.
I need some mac and cheese, bro. I need some good mac and cheese, bro. But usually I get somebody like a teammate might have some food going on over there. I'll figure it out. A couple years ago, I went to nothing was open. Like my second year in the league, nothing was open. So I went to the movie theater. And I had some mini corn dogs for lunch. And so one of my teammates was like, bro, just come over here and eat with us. I was like, bro, thank you. Rick, bro. Crazy.
Dogs, that is not a classic Thanksgiving treat, but hell, it doesn't sound bad.
Hey, so DeShon, we always like to take a fan question. This question's from Sweet Pea, and they want to know, how do you feel about being in the Pro Bowl conversation and just talk about. I don't know if you're currently still leading the team in tackles, but I know you were at one point. I don't know if that's still. I'll have to look it up. But just how does it feel? Just number one overall for your performance and just the Pro Bowl conversation. Obviously, that's a great honor, and obviously you want to hold the Lombardi at the end of the day. But just still, as far as like personal goals, I mean, being a Pro Bowl is a big deal.
I didn't know I was even in that conversation. That's cool though. My career, I've had a lot of injuries, so I haven't really had a chance to really stick somewhere to where I can show my full talent. So I think being here is pretty cool. This is a place that lets me be me, lets me play the game that I like to play. And over the course of the season, I'm going to make sure I can do the things in my power, in God's power, hopefully to, accomplish such goals besides that, I want the Super Bowl. That's the first thing. And usually when you win the Super Bowl, you make the Super Bowl, it takes those players to make out like big plays. So hopefully I can be a part of that team that does that. This has been my best year, I think, statistically. But I think I still got a lot of ball to get better at this year. There's a lot of plays I left out there, a lot of plays I forced trying to make in my game. But when I play my game, when I'm just playing DeShon's way, I usually have a great game. Keep playing like that and don't force anything. And, if
you're really manifesting the Super Bowl stuff, especially saying out the Minka. Now you must if we had like a counter, I think you're up to like 6 or 7 Super Bowl mentions. You trying to tell us something?
Wait, one for the.
I don't want to overdo it, but I don't want to
one for the ring
count the tickets match, whatever that goes. But shoot, why not put it in the air?
Yeah,
Patrick passed you. It looks like Jordan was close on it. Patrick 72 tackles. You at 66. I think he might have got you last game.
Oh yeah, I didn't have a heavy load game last week, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. If PQ's gonna play the way he played, hey brother, do your thing.
Yeah. Peyton will.
Out, so.
How about that interception? Come on now.
Sick, freaking sick. And I'm covering Mark Andrews, so I'm running to the ball as the ball's in the air, and then Peyton gets his hand in it. I'm like, oh, that's a PBU. And then as he's going down, I see his he goes from having his arm. Okay, he has an arm like this, right? And then he does that. And when he does that, I'm like, wait, he's trying to take that mug from him. And when he went to the ground, I'm like, dang, P, I didn't know you had that. I didn't know that was in his bag like that. I knew he was athletic. I knew he was a great linebacker. I knew he was a great rookie, and I knew that he's going to be a great, very great player in this league. But I did not know he had that in his bag. That was cool. It was good to see. And we needed it at the time.
Yeah. Hey, before we get you out here, DeShon, always stay healthy. Good luck on Thursday. But just a non-football question. If you had to just say what has been your favorite thing? Obviously, you talk about the fans. We talked a little bit about, food. But what has been the best thing non-football related that you could say about Pittsburgh, whether it be the community, the people, just the places, places that you've been?
I would say the way they are open to letting me myself as well. I know I've said it. I've said a couple, bulletin board worthy things over the last 2 months or whatnot. Most of the fans have been supportive of me, regardless of it all. So I do appreciate them for that. The love here is pretty cool. You can go places and they might know who you are. They're not going to bother you too much, but they will still give you the respect that you deserve. And also, Pizza Lupo out there out in Lawrenceville might be the best pizza in Pittsburgh. Check it out. I swear. It's really good. I think Barstool rated it. What's his name? I don't know his name. Portnoy. I think he came here apparently and did it. So now when I go there, it's usually a line out of the door. But pizza's really good.
Good for them, though. Good for them. We got to give him a call, Jordan. That's huge.
Yeah, there you have it. We'll have to send him this clip. Hey, DeShon, as always, like I said again at the beginning, stay healthy. Good luck on Thursday and keep doing what you do. And we'll see you soon, man. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Appreciate you, boys. Have a great night.
All right.
Peace. Man, I tell you what,
A lot of Super Bowl dropping. I'm just gonna say that. A lot of Super Bowl talk.
He talked after the game, and this was a direct quote. He said, "No one expected us to be here right now. We're going to keep our heads down and keep working." And, it's the Steeler way to always expect you're going to win a Super Bowl. But I feel like sometimes players in that locker room are a little bit of realists, right? Like, hey, new quarterback situation. We'll find out, what happens.
Yeah.
This team, you earn belief. You grow the belief, right? There's not you go to the Jacksonville Jaguars week 1. What are they going to tell you? Oh, this is a Super Bowl caliber team.
Yeah.
No, they're not, right? You go to
I'm competing in the Olympics.
You go to some really bad teams in week 1 and you talk to them and they're going to say, we're competing for, okay. You have to say that.
Yeah.
Steelers, I feel like, built up to the point where they don't just say it. They're not just saying, every game, we're going to take seriously, we're going to win a Super Bowl. They believe it. They believe it now. And fans are starting to believe it. And national media are starting to believe it because the players believe it. The coaches believe it. They've earned the right to believe it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that we haven't seen, this good a quarterback play. I can't even really pinpoint it because obviously at the end of Ben's career, that was still, he was still giving it his all, but it just obviously wasn't his best play. So, just to have Russell Wilson, and I think Arthur Smith said it today. I seen a quote and he said, I still think that the door's open for Justin Fields. I just think right now, you have to ride Russ. It's the hot hand. He's winning you games. He's getting the ball downfield. He's throwing touchdowns, not turning the ball over a ton. So it's exciting, man. I mean, I don't think anyone thought the Steelers would be here. Myself included. I thought that we would be above 500, but I didn't think we'd be, controlling our own destiny at this deep in the season with AFC North ball about to start. But and DeShon has just been a great addition. Another great addition that was just added, Eric Rowe. Another playmaker. Really excited for him to get another chance out there. Really made some big splash plays and did his thing. So yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I actually am like less anxiety watching the Steeler game and more optimism. So it's always a good thing.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. But hey, we appreciate everyone hanging out with us. We have DeShon on, Christian Kuntz, some of the best analysis reporters, national, local in the game, fantasy experts. So make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts at. We're everywhere: Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, you name it. Just Google the Sick Podcast Steeler Crazy. Use our code SICKSPORTS. Our partners over at DraftKings. You can check our socials. We're giving you your picks, and I must say I've been doing pretty well. Seems like you have as well. You haven't?
I did for a little bit. My last 2 weeks have been off, but that's gambling. You can't win all the time.
It's all right. In fantasy, we'll leave with this note. So Chris Boswell got me 24 points, and I lost by 3 points in fantasy. So that
Boswell field goal.
Yeah. So, but hey, thank you guys for hanging out. I'm Jay York Football. As always, mic'd up Sports One. Stay crazy. Thursday night, baby. See you guys soon. Have a good one.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast Steelers Crazy on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.